Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Asi, and today's topic is Gen AI literacy in STEM education and learning. So, Gen AI in this context means generative artificial intelligence. So, uh, let's get started. Okay, so in this slide, you see four quarters. It's actually strengths of generative AI, some weaknesses of Gen AI, and some risks of Gen AI, and finally exploring some Gen AI enhanced pedagogy. So some of the strengths of Gen AI could be uh, like what are the things that generative AI is good at or appealing, and they could be used maybe to augment skills, not necessarily replace, but to augment them, use as a learning experience maybe, and also very now most recently a lot of new AI chatbots coming out, or possibly usage as a personalized tutoring like 24/7. If you look at some of the weaknesses of Gen AI, some examples will be it cannot really provide real-time information. Like if you ask them news or weather or stock market, etc., but they have very limited capabilities. They have other limitations like potential bias, maybe train on limited or outdated data sets. Like we know, some of them are actually there is a cutoff date like April 2023. There is a term called hallucination, which is basically they might actually provide you some impressive sounding information, but it needs to be always validated for the content. So, and there are also some potential risks or ethics considerations like acceptable or not acceptable usage, or potential for like algorithmic bias or inaccuracy, or of course data privacy, um, and always if you're using it, and if you are gonna if you are gonna present it, it's a good idea to actually keep your prompts and screenshots of the prompts and outcomes always always saved. um so in STEM education, AI, actually generative AI, can be used in a number of ways, and it's evolving continuously. So the educators can look at how to support teaching and learning efforts using generative AI, and also how to support STEM student success, and also how to use Gen AI supported assignments, for example, or learning activities to improve STEM education and learning, and of course, STEM success. So if you look at what is really generative AI, so and what's the difference between AI and Gen AI? So artificial intelligence is this whole big picture, right? Which is a broad field, enables machines to mimic human behavior, anything making machines smart. Um, Machine learning is a subset of AI, which will be using statistical methods to improve its experience and predict, right? Machine ML. Then next subset will be deep learning, DL, which is a subset of machine learning and detecting patterns with minimal human involvement. And finally, Gen AI will be a subset of AI, machine learning, and deep learning. It's creating new content like text, images, videos, etc., based on learned patterns and data sets. So there are a number of examples, like including ChatGPT, that's actually relying on what is called LLMs, large language models, which comprise four key components, including transformer architecture, tokens, context window, and neural network. So here you see some examples of GenAI tools as of September 2024. You can see they are listed under, like, if you the group of them, they can be text generators like Bing, Bard, ChatGPT, Cloud, etc. Or they could be image creators, or like a design like DALL-E, Bing, Canva, or some other related ones. Or there are ones that they can be used to create videos like Pictory, and it goes on and on. And every week there are some new ones coming out and added to this list. Okay, so GenAI overall, it's like a software applications like you see in this picture, hundreds of them available right now, designed to respond to the text questions. They are also called prompts. So you feed the GenAI with a prompt, and then it gives you an output, right? So in STEM education, it could be used in applications like brainstorming ideas, summarizing articles, generate research questions, maybe possibly hypothesize, personalized tutoring, very popular in area, like answering questions and feedback, like responding to text prompts, and of course, generating art is another area. So if you if you want to cite it, maybe a good way to cite it will be you can start your sentences like after being asked to blank blank as your prompt, and it generates text dated blank blank, and then you can cite if this is OpenAI, for example, in 2024. And in your references section, you can put OpenAI 2024 and what tool you use exactly. And also you can mention it in your acknowledgement, acknowledging the use if you used it, and use the outputs. So do you acknowledge the use of that specific tool and entering a specific prompts, um, and then you acknowledge it. Okay. Um, so since prompts are very important in GenAI applications and GenAI usage, so there is whole area called prompt engineering. It is basically structured text inputs for GenAI to produce desired outputs. So here we see one prompt, for example, if you think about a template for a prompt. So in this prompt, you define yourself as a healthcare ethicist, okay, and you write a task, write a 1,000-word essay discussing ethical implication of AI in healthcare. And if you want to limit it in a specific context, you say including maybe 3 case studies. So that way AI will stop at 3 case studies. So some tips for prompt engineering: writing good prompts, giving details like who, what, why, how, and maybe providing a reference text. Okay, Campbell. Splitting complex tasks into more than one task, step by step, maybe, or splitting prompts first, second, or asking prompt like give me feedback on style of a specific person or author. Ask GenAI to make a prompt, possibly. And you could also maybe ask it create a picture of a sports car driver wearing a chicken suit, like you see in this case. So these are some tips actually to improve your prompt engineering to get better output results. If you are an educator and if you like to actually have a Gen AI policy, probably it's a good idea in your syllabus. So one way you can actually do that, you can maybe list don'ts and do's of Gen AI, depending on okay how you are gonna actually your Gen AI policy is going to look like. So in this case, do's are maybe would be ethical usage in a limited ways, uh, depending on the assignment by assignment case. So it's allowed as long as you verify the content, cite the original peer-reviewed sources when you use it, but never allow maybe no misuse of Gen AI. So again, this uh, depends on the course, the syllabus, a subject, the educator, instructor, and possibly their institution. So again, it varies from place to place, course to course. It's a very, very new area. And some suggestions for the faculty and students on Gen AI usage. So use of Gen AI as a substitute of your own work is can be considered unethical and against the class policy. But learn what Gen AI tools can or cannot do before incorporating them and how to responsibly use Gen AI. Always maybe have rubrics. So evaluate an application of a knowledge. You can again always create a course Gen AI policy so that it's very clear in your syllabus. Always align your SLO student learning outcomes with activities, assignments, and assessments. In this case, again, activities and assignments could involve some um, Gen AI improved assignments. And then as as a student, it could be used as a student study buddy. Ask maybe, for example, a prompt like ask me 10 multiple choice questions to see if I understand photosynthesis, for example. So faculty can infuse assignments with also critical thinking, scaffolded type of assignments, local or current reflections, personal comments, besides these Gen AI assignments as like as a secondary assignments or part of the assignments. So, and depending on the again the assignment that they are gonna create. So um, that's just a recap. So Gen AI is a new area. There are many tools can be used actually to infuse into the assignments or use as a study buddy or chatbot, which is very common in e-textbooks or e-books to actually interactively ask questions and get answers uh, rapidly. So um, this is again a new area, and please research it and learn more about it. What can these tools can or cannot do before incorporating them into how to responsibly use them. So thanks for watching, and please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next time, and happy studying.